Fighting, as in nature, only the strong survive.
The ancient martial arts, once revered for tenets of honor, dignity, and respect, are lowered into the underground world of gambling, drugs, debauchery, tinged with a lust for blood and a willingness to contract human lives for the roar of the crowds.
Praise the art of shoot fighting.
Two best friends will find themselves testing the limits of their beliefs in the fight of their lives in the shoot fighting arenas.
One night, $3,000. Gotta do this. And besides, it's a chance to finally see which one of us is better.
That's easy. It was always better. Maybe I'll go just to cover your ass.
Something a little special this week. Two men enter a cage sealed by holy magics, and one of them is unmade before a live crowd. Take it, Aaron.
Well, what we got here is a review of Shootfighter, Fight to the Death.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is a slice of 1993 that we'll never be able to relive again.
No, actually, this movie has a special significance to us.
Very special.
Mm-hmm.
We went in with first wave of all the Karate Kids.
We were the Karate Kids.
We smashed the area. We killed anything with more than two legs. Because of Ninja Turtles, because of the Karate Kid, it spurred a lot of kids to get involved with karate.
Yeah, we're children of the 80s, so we were very impressionable. We saw, like you say, the Ninja Turtles and the Karate Kid. We had to do this.
Oh, yeah. And not only that, but because of those movies and their success, there was a lot of imitators and people that tried to spin it in different directions. Of course, there were always martial arts movies like Enter the Dragon and stuff like that. But Karate Kid really made it mainstream.
Yep.
You saw a whole bunch of imitators.
But I tell you, who wasn't imitating? Mike Bernardo.
Oh no, Sensei Mike. We should just run down a little bit of our involvement because this is probably the most personal movie for us.
Yes, we lived in London at the time. That's London, Ontario, Canada, not London, England.
Yeah.
And after the whole Ninja Turtles thing, Karate Kid thing, our parents signed us up in karate.
Yep.
Some local school in
London.
Super
London.
Kids. Was that what it was called?
Yeah, Super Kids Karate.
Mm-hmm. And it was a dojo run by Mike Bernardo, a very decorated karate champion, actually North American champion.
World-class freestyle competitor, forms, weapons, you name it. He was top of the pops.
Mm-hmm.
Featured in Black Belt magazine a couple times.
Yep.
And to us, he was just our teacher.
Yep.
And that was the coolest part about it is we did it for fun and enjoyment of the sport. And
I did it for pride and for prejudice.
Me, I just did it because he was doing it.
Wouldn't it be cool like his older brother? But anyway, run down the plot on this bad boy.
Anyhow, what happens is there's a dojo down on its luck, having hard times, and the original owner had to skip town for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So his name is the situation's cooled down. He's coming back to reunite with his best friend and see if he can't get this dojo going again. But it's unsalvageable. They're in debt. They have a bunch of goons always hounding them, ready to rough somebody up because they owe a lot of money.
Right.
So these two friends, they're getting ready for national competition, and somebody catches notice that offers them the opportunity to go fight in an underground cage fighting league, shoot fighting. This is pre-UFC even. Like
This is in Mexico, so
yeah,
you know
Mexico.
it's legit.
Yeah, it's as legit as it comes. And so these two guys are promised, you come down here and fight with your skills, you can make some real money.
We're talking about $1,500 US
fight.
a fight, whether you win or lose, and they need it.
At the time, that was a ton of money because you didn't start making big money until like very recently in terms of competitive fighting and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sure, if you were top end, something like Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris, yeah, you'd get paid, but that's like, how many people are those two?
At least a couple.
At least a couple. No, so the whole film is basically these two friends coming to terms with the morality of karate and the ethics behind it and the spirit behind it, and then balancing that with some of the most brutal fighting I saw as a little kid.
Yeah, when we saw this as a kid,
We saw a different version.
we saw the PG version, as PG as you can get for such a subject matter, but we just finished watching the R-rated version.
Yes.
And they're performing fatalities on each other. Heart pulls,
Throats ripped out.
they Swayze the guy.
Swayze the guy, and then the guy got throat slit in one of the most gorgeous, man, that looked good.
Considering the subject matter, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, for also the budget too. It's a fairly small film, very simply shot. I mean, they only really have like 3 sets: the bar, the cage, and then the dojo. Beyond that, they spent. It seems like they spent a lot of time and care getting the right cast, though.
And the fight scenes, they're actually really, really good. They're very imaginative. I'd never seen such things as a kid, and even today, I don't think they do it well, where you get some of these martial artists that act like snakes or monkeys.
Yeah, the monkey guy is a trope now, but it was new to us back then.
Yeah.
I'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
It was so different.
The cast was amazing. They have some fairly big heavy hitters here. They have Bolo Young. They have Martin Kove.
Yeah, Kreese from Karate Kid.
And William Zabka.
Johnny Lawrence from the Karate Kid.
Yep. It was like a big reunion.
Yeah. I was laughing because it was a meta plot. As we got older, we realized, they were all in good movies that we remember. So it was like, after getting his ass kicked by Daniel, Johnny Lawrence went into hiding. Then his old sensei pulled him out, 10 years later to bring him back. He says, "You had the stuff, Johnny. I need you to come back to my cage fighting league and represent the Cobra Kai one more time."
Those guys were awful.
That meta subplot made me laugh, but
I'm okay. All right. Maybe give it a little chuckle, but at the time when I was a kid, the Cobra Kai was some serious badasses.
yeah, they still are. And if there was a Cobra Kai still led by Martin Kove, they're just as deadly. Not only that, they get bitter with age, and
And they get better at what they do.
yeah.
It's like when I was a kid. Here we are talking about the Karate Kid. Or should be talking about Shootfighter. But anyways, I want to get this off my chest. The Cobra Kai, utterly terrifying as a kid. You have 6 or 7 of these black belt kids with dirt bikes, and they're going to chase you down, and they're going to beat you up.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of anything more scary as a kid.
Well, not only that, but they're very capable. Like
Yeah.
the way they were portrayed, they're like adult level in terms of power and precision and technique. Cobra Kai weren't slouches.
One of them could beat us up.
It wasn't your dojo you found in a strip mall. They were legit. The toughest of the tough kids.
Yeah, the dangerous children.
The dangerous children.
But what did you really like about Shootfighter?
What I liked about Shootfighter was that for once they really took their time to craft a serious story. As serious as you can make a cage fighting story that deals with, we're doing it for money. And
I agree.
the bad guys, they're interested in making a buck.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's not a nebulous, evil guy playing with his mustache and laughing.
Well, the Martin Kove, his character had a personal grudge against Bolo.
he
from
had
years
his honor.
back.
Yeah,
But primarily, they're interested in the flow of money.
flow of money. And Bolo Young plays an old teacher who used to partake in the shoot fighting when it was in Hong Kong. So you have the two old masters kind of trying to angle to get at each other one more time. You know, he needs to regain his honor, and Shingo, he's a man of peace now. He taught a couple students and tried to keep them on the straight and narrow, but Martin Kove seduced them to the dark side,
Right.
and used them as bait to get Shingo into the cage for one more round. And these fights are to the death. That was kind of something I never heard of as a kid. And I remember watching this movie, and even the PG version, it felt like something maybe I shouldn't be watching. Just a little bit. And it's not a snuff film, but you have these people, obviously in Mexico, they're kind of high rollers. And they're going to this like it's a dinner party just to watch these people get murdered. The idea that this exists, and people give like the UFC grief about it's a blood sport. It's like, yeah, but it's not shoot fighter fight to the death.
You don't know what a blood sport is. No, what I really liked about this movie is there was a lot of things done correctly. Like they chose a bad guy that has a pedigree of being a bad guy,
And a good actor.
and a good actor too. This was set at a time after the neon 80s, so this is like the grimy 90s.
Yeah, it's just switching over, and all the neon signs have lost their luster, and all.
Yeah, it feels real. It felt real at the time.
That was kind of the cool side of it too, is because we knew our teacher was going to be in this movie, and he really looked a part of the time. Like that's how people looked.
Like this movie, they treated the story as serious as.
There were very few caricatures. I think that was. That's my
The
take.
story might seem cliche, but it's a very well done cliche. It's not like they went out to make a joke movie.
No,
they went out to make a serious martial arts film, and I think everything holds up today.
Yeah, I watch this now and again, more out of nostalgia than anything. It's so cool to have somebody that you trained under be in a movie. It's like being a student of Chuck Norris or something like that.
Yeah. It's just a little thrill, just a tiny little thrill.
Tiny little thrill, but it's an important part of.
It's the movie we're most connected to.
Yeah, it was a big part of me as a little kid. I enjoyed seeing it the first time, and I still enjoy seeing it now. It's very hard to find a copy of.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure if you look on a certain site, you might be able to find a version of it. But I'm not promoting that. But it's there for the enjoying. But beyond that, it was just nice seeing all these old faces again.
Yeah.
I really had a lot of fun. So hopefully, a little nostalgia doesn't hurt. Not as much as a right to the face or a spinning roundhouse, but it was a good night.
Yeah.
And
we hope you have a good night too.
yeah, take care.